you will learn something. Bookworm competition is the best and the number one educative show for kids in Ghana now. We have Geoffrey Osafo Osei as our next reader.
Hello Ghanaians, my name is Geoffrey Osafo Osei and a contestant for Bookworm Reading Competition. Please vote for me to keep me in the competition. Bookworm, read today, lead tomorrow.
Osafo Osei, how are you?
I'm fine.
Go for your story and start reading for us. Doxa Open University and Rantry Grilled In are our sponsors. What do we have there?
Medical doctor.
Start reading for us. Judges, he is ready. Let's go.
After senior high school, a student would have to continue to a university to read medicine. The program is done for 6 years. After medical school, the individual undergoes further training known as housemanship training. This takes 2 years, after which you become a medical officer. Just like any field, there are a lot of specialties and subspecialties in medicine. These include general surgery, internal medicine, obstetrics, and gynecology, pediatrics, radiology, anesthesiology, cardiology, fishery, etc.
Geoffrey is done. Mr. McCarthy, your comment.
Geoffrey, how are you?
I'm fine.
Good. It's good to have you again. You've been able to do very well. Your pronunciation is on point, except what your competitors are going through. So the story is not new. After all, we are not in normal times, so we understand. But notwithstanding, you've done very well, except for two words, psychiatry. Okay, is from actually it's from a Latin root word. So Latins, because they don't have F, they use the PS instead of F. So it's quite confusing. But notwithstanding, answer these questions for me. Question number 1. What course should be read at the university if you wish to become a doctor?
You read medicine.
You read medicine, beautiful. And then number 2, how long does it take to read medicine at the university?
2 years.
2 years. No, come again, last chance.
6 years.
6 years, excellent, beautiful. All right, Geoffrey, thank you for coming and hope to see you again.
Hope to see Geoffrey again. To keep him, dial *365 *366 hash. His short code is BW13. Vote as many as you can. Perpetua Read is our next contestant.
Hello Ghanaians, my name is Perpetua Read and a contestant of the Bookworm Reading Competition. Please vote for me to keep me in the competition. Bookworm, read today, lead tomorrow. Thank you.
Perpetua has joined us. How are you?
Fine, thank
Go
you.
for your story and start reading for us. I can see the comfy is there. Look for your story and start reading. S2
P1.
P1. S2 P1. You've
A medical doctor.
okay. Start reading for us.
A medical doctor. The first step. The journey to become a medical doctor is relatively long. It begins with a passion to save lives, followed by a childhood trait of perseverance. After junior high school, a student must continue to senior high school to read general science. Usually, most students who study general science are expected to perform extremely well in BEC, especially in English, mathematics, and integrated science.
Continue reading.
General science students study subjects like chemistry, physics, biology, and elective maths together with all the core subjects. In the WASI exams, a student who wishes to study medicine is expected to score an A in all the 8 subjects.
Mr. Koko entry Perpetua is done.
Perpetua, how are you doing?
Fine, thank you.
I like your combination, okay?
Thank you.
There's a word that you missed. Perseverance. Pronounce it for me.
Perseverance.
That's good. Learn to take your time because you can do it, okay?
Okay.
And then your reading would be flawless. Okay, let's take these 2 questions. Mention any 2 courses to study at SHS in the path to becoming an architect. Mention any 2 courses. Oh, sorry. I got the wrong question for you. According to the passage.
S2P1.
Yes, S2P1.
S2P1.
S2P1. Okay. According to the passage, how is the journey to become a medical doctor like?
When you write your BEC examination, you go to the secondary school, then you learn subjects like the elective math.
Yes, I know that you will learn this, you go to SHS. But how was the journey like? I want you to know whether you really understood what you read. How's the journey like?
Please, I don't understand the question.
Okay. I'll try and, according to the passage you read, the journey to become a medical doctor is something. Okay. How is it like?
It's learning.
Okay, so the journey to become a medical doctor is long. Okay, it's painstakingly long. It's lengthy. It's relatively long. That's what the passage said. Now, to become a medical doctor, okay, you need to have some 2 things. Okay, according to the passage. You have to have I'm making it simple for you. You have to have a passion to do what? And then you have to have what?
You have to have a passion to learn.
Nope. Try.
A passion to save a life.
You have to have a passion to save a life. And then what else? You've done well, and that's a good attempt. So you have to have perseverance, okay, and then passion to save lives. But notwithstanding, that was good. I hope to see you next week.
Thank you.
If you want to see Perpetua again, dial *365 *366 hash. Her short code is BW15. Next reader is Gregory Gillen.
Hello Ghanaians, my name is Gregory Gillen and I am a contestant of the Bookworm Reading competition. Please vote for me to keep me in this competition.
We are brought to you by Doxa Open University and Brantry Grilled Inn. We have Gregory here. How are you?
I'm fine, thank
Go
you.
for your story and start reading for us. Which one are you going for? S1, P1. Okay. Judges, he is ready. Please read.
To become an architect, your passion is where your treasure may be. Career paths can be conundrum for most people. It is a decisive process that requires patience to analyze your strengths and weaknesses, determine where you are, your financial background capacity, and where you want to be in some years.
Are you done? Judges, he's done.
First of all, ask yourself why you want to become an architect. Do you love to draw buildings and spaces? Do you like to configure spaces for it to be functional or aesthetically pleasing, or are you good at technical drawings? think.
There's a last line there.
The main ingredient to becoming an architect is having love for the profession.
Okay. Madam Nancy, he is done now.
Yes. Gregory,
Yes,
how are you?
please, I'm fine, thank you.
Okay. That's a very good one. That's a very good one. Let me ask you 2 questions, okay?
Yes.
Good. Your first question goes like this. What is the main ingredient to becoming an architect? From the passage that you just read.
Yes, by knowing how to draw.
Knowing how to draw? No. From the passage that you read. You see, Gregory, as we always say that now the competition is moving on and it's moving out from the jurisdiction of just coming to read to understanding whatever that you are reading, okay? So whenever you come to read, you need to take your time, get meanings and understanding of the passage that you are reading, so then when you are being asked questions, you'll be able to answer, okay?
Yes, sir.
Good, because I realize that you've just read and now you can, because whatever, this question that I'm asking you is in the passage, that if you had read with caution, you'll be able to answer. Okay, he said, I ask you to, what is the main ingredient to becoming an architecture? You must have love for the profession. Okay, so before you become an architecture, you must have love for the profession. And let me go to my second question. Are you ready for that?
Yes.
Good. Mention any 2 questions one needs to ask himself before deciding to choose an architectural career. What questions will you ask yourself from the passage you just read?
Please, you ask yourself whether you'll be very good at the job.
Very good at the job. Yes, what else?
And you also ask yourself that
Okay, let me, because of our time, you need to ask yourself these questions, which were in the passage. That, do you love to draw buildings and spaces, or are you good at technical drawing? And also, do you like to configure spaces? Do you get it? Yes. So these are the questions that you need to ask yourself before you enter into the career of architecture. Aside that, you did good, you did well. Hope to see you next week. But next week, when we are coming, because it's an eviction week, you need to read with understanding so that you'll be able to answer your questions, okay? Yes. Good.
Thank you. Vote for Gregory by dialing *365 *366#. His short code is BW16. Our next reader is Perpetua Entry.
Hello Ghanaians, my name is Perpetua and I'm 10 years old. I school at 7 Great Princess Academy. Please vote for me. Please vote for me, and I assure you and promise you that I will do my best and win and bring the award home.
We have Perpetua here with us. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Go and pick your story and start reading for us. S1P2, right? Look for S1P2. S1P2. Let me give you a helping hand. S1P2. We have S1P2 here. Okay, start reading, please.
To become an architect. To become an architect, you need to pass your BEC exams, read science, general arts, elective maths or technical building technology at the senior high school level, and pass your WASI exams with a total aggregate score not more than 10. Then apply to any accredited architecture school. The course lasts between 4 to 5 years and 2 extra years for master's degree. During your study, students are required to intern with architectural offices to professionally equip them. After your studies, you are required to work for a period of 2 to 3 years, then apply to write your professional exams which qualifies you to be officially an architect.
She is done reading. Mr. McCarthy, your comment.
Perpetua, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
Good. You look different today because I think you've changed your hairstyle. But notwithstanding, you have done very well. Your readings are improving day in, day out, which is very good. It shows that the competition or Bookworm is actually instilling something into you. But just one correction. The word there is pass your WAEC exams, not WASI. Okay, WASI is different from WAEC. All right. Answer these 2 questions for me and then you will be free to go. What is the main ingredient to becoming an architect?
The main ingredient to becoming an architect is passing your BEC exam.
Okay. Sorry, I've made a mistake. Sorry. Let me take it again. Mention any 2 courses to study at SHS in the path to becoming an architect.
General arts and science.
Beautiful, good. And then number 2, what is the least aggregate score expected from a student with a dream of becoming an architect in the WASI exams?
The least. Please take the question again.
Good. What is the least aggregate score expected from a student with a dream of becoming an architect in the WASI exams?
The least mark is 10.
Beautiful. Great. 10. Good. All right, Perpetua. Well done. Congratulations. I hope to see you again.
Thank you.
Perpetua is done reading. Our last reader for today is Enshira Odum.
Hello Ghanaians, my name is Insha Odun from Laboni SDHS School and the contestants of Bookworm Reading competition. Kindly vote for me to keep me in the competition. And please remember, COVID-19 is real. Stay home and stay safe. We need you alive. Thank you.
We have Inshira Odum here as our last reader for the day. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Go for your story and start reading for us, please. You ready?
Yes, please.
Judges, he is ready. Please read.
Medical doctor. To enter a specialty training program, one has to write an exam into brackets known as primaries, after which successful candidates will be interviewed. Residency training is basically in 2 parts. The first part, which may take 3 to 5 years depending on the field, will make you a member into bracket specialist. The second part of the training into bracket optional will make you a fellow. However, this second part is basically for those who would want to go into academia. Fellows may be appointed consultants in the facilities where they work. Consultants are the senior most doctors in the medical profession. Thank you.
Mr. Entry, he is done.
And thank you too, because it's always a delight to listen to you read, and we encourage you to study hard so that you go places, okay?
Okay.
Just take these 2 questions for me. The first part of the residency training requires how many years?
3 to 5 years.
The second part of the residency training is usually for which people?
successful candidates.
The second part of the training program, which is optional, is for which people? For those who want to do what?
Medical doctors. What?
I'll give you a last chance, boy. The second part of the residency training is usually for which people, according to the passage you read. And you got it. I know you can. Come on. Okay, let me help you. The second part of the residency training is usually for people who want to go into academia, and you got it. Okay, you pronounce it so well. But, hey, man, you really got it, and I wish to see you next week, okay?
Okay.
Great.
Thank you.
Ensure Odom is done here. To keep him, please dial *365 *366 hash. His short code is BW23. We are going for a breather. Stay tuned.